We're in the middle of a massive shift. According to the latest polling out of Demos, One Nation is now on 28%. 28% for One Nation, Labor 29%, the Coalition 21%. The gap between One Nation and the Coalition now 7 points. And if these numbers translated into seats, One Nation could get up to 54. The Coalition, 20 at best. So let that sink in. For decades, Australian politics has revolved around Labor versus Liberal, the centre-left versus the centre-right, government versus opposition. Well, now One Nation is claiming second place. And here's the number that should really make people stop. 29% of women say they'll vote for One Nation versus 27% of women who say they'll vote for the Labor Party. That shatters the lazy stereotype that One Nation is some male-only bogan protest movement. If you're ahead of the government among female voters, even in just one poll, you are no longer niche. You're competitive. Meanwhile, the Coalition is struggling. 35% of people who voted Liberal or National in 2025 now say they would vote for One Nation. That's more than 1 in 3. That is a massive defection. And where is support for One Nation the strongest? No surprises, regional and rural Australia. In the bush, One Nation is on 37%. The Coalition just 16%. So the party that built its brand on representing regional Australia, the National Party, is being outflanked in its own backyard. Why, you might ask? Well, the Demos polling shows 45% of Australians view cost of living as the biggest issue facing the country. Housing's next, immigration after that, then crime. And these are all issues that Pauline Hanson has been campaigning on for 30 years. Where's climate change? 4%. Only 4% of voters say that climate change is their biggest concern. That's after years and years of wasted time by Liberal Party politicians on net zero timelines, global signalling and renewable energy targets. The critics say that One Nation has no clear policies, but journalist Adam Crichton points out One Nation has vastly more policies on its homepage than the Liberal National Party. He says most of them would appeal to the bulk of people. And he's right. One Nation has 29 policies on its website: energy, tax, housing, industry, immigration, defence, education, you name it. And they actually spell out government spending cuts. You can agree or disagree with One Nation, but at least they've written their policies down. Then you go onto the Liberal Party's website. They've just reposted 26 of their policies from the last election, which was nearly a year ago. And it was an election they lost in a landslide.
Authorised by Pauline Hanson, 12 Boronia Rd, Brisbane.